take a guess what we're gonna be watching now.
I don't know. Are we gonna watch anything horror related?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So what is it gonna be?
It's gonna be The Shining.
The Shining, a masterpiece of modern horror, directed by Stanley Kubrick, starring Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall.
Technically, we've both seen this film, but we've only seen the European, version of this.
Right. So we're gonna be watching the extended American version of it.
Yeah, the original one.
Yes. I mean, it's been a while since I've been watching The Shining, so it should be a nice, kind of funny experience to watch it again. What about you? When was the last time you watched this?
Actually, it's been a while too, but yesterday I watched the miniseries.
Oh yeah.
That's right, and didn't like that too much.
No shock.
Yeah, but one thing that it did it for me is it made me, want to watch, Kubrick's version again. So.
All right.
That's something.
All right. Without further ado, we shall jump into the movie now. Definitely, it's nice, a view, from it. Would be nice to go for a holiday, around this mountain area. So was Stephen King a producer on this one?
No, Stanley Kubrick always produced his movies by himself to get more of a creative control.
Right. Not even an executive producer or something?
No.
So was this an actual hotel that existed, or was this all building?
I think this place existed, but interiors were built.
Right. He always has that permanent, a way how his eyebrows are going. It always makes him kind of look malevolent, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons what Stanley Kubrick, Stephen King complained about the movie,
Oh, well, come on in.
He's like evil from the start,
Very nice to meet
instead
you.
of slowly, turning evil like in a book.
Secretary Susie.
Hello.
Susie, how do you do?
He's just very good at playing this kind of a slimy type of character, doesn't he?
Catcher in the Rye, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
That's the book that,
Looking forward to the hotel, I
the
bet.
guy who shot John Lennon
Right.
had on him, and a bunch of other guys, usually long, gunmen,
I see.
They like that book.
I just don't. Well, let's just wait and see.
Have you ever had an imaginary friend when you were small? Because
Yeah,
I-
but then he ditched me, so.
No. Because I don't recall ever having one,
Well, actually, you have one now. I was never here, actually.
A tremendous sense of isolation.
Well, that just happens to be exactly what I'm looking for.
It's a perfect place for an introvert,
5 months of peace is just what I want.
Would you take that job if somebody
No.
offered?
Even I would probably just go insane.
Something, I don't want to sound melodramatic, but it's something that's been known to give a few people second thoughts about the job.
I'm
Not a
intrigued.
very good idea if you want to hire somebody,
You're supposed to tell him that after they signed the contract.
Oh, another thing.
I don't believe they did.
Well, my
Oh no.
Oh, God.
hired a man named Charles Grady,
I mean, this is kind of funny.
killed his family with an axe. Police, I thought that it was what the old-timers used to call cabin fever.
You can rest assured, Mr. Ullman, that's not going to happen with me. And,
You're
as far
right.
as my wife is concerned, I'm sure she'll be absolutely fascinated when I tell her about it. She's a confirmed ghost story and horror film addict.
For some reason, I don't believe him,
Why, doesn't she seem like the type?
Do you think Dad'll get the job? He already did.
Why does the imaginary friend have to sound so creepy? It would let the berry juice kind of flow around, huh? Cranberry juice, more likely, huh?
Human cranberry juice.
Anything at all strange?
No.
Well, like, with the exception of that river of blood, you know.
Yes.
I take it he just kind of,
Talking to Tony.
fainted, for a moment.
Is Tony one of your animals?
Blacked out.
Blacked out now.
No, he's a little bit that lives in my mouth.
I think this is a new
Tony's his
scene.
imaginary friend.
I don't remember that in the
Oh.
European version.
Mm.
In the mini-series, at least what I watched, I'm not sure
I'm just
about the
gonna go in
book,
the other
but
room.
Tony is basically
And I'll come back and check
a future version of Daddy. Like from the future, he's giving himself like messages and stuff like that.
I do remember, he is a kind of a floating type of person, kind of around,
Hi, Doc.
What sort of injury did he have?
He dislocated his shoulder.
How did he manage to do that?
Purely an accident. My husband had been drinking, and
Yeah,
he
right.
came home about 3 hours late. So he wasn't exactly in the greatest mood that night. Grabbed his arm, to pull him away from him. It's just the sort of thing you do 100 times with a child, in the park or in the street.
Probably not.
On
She
this
should,
particular
she
occasion,
should be lucky, that child services didn't do their job thoroughly back then.
Danny's arm.
I don't understand why they didn't have this scene, in the European version, because it's one of the few moments that kind of implies on, Jack's, alcoholism,
Well, I think they try to get quicker to hotel scenes, and it's not really necessary to the plot because it's explained later,
I suppose.
What was the donut party?
They were a party of settlers in covered wagon times. They got snowbound one winter in the mountains. They had to resort to cannibalism in order to stay alive.
You mean they ate each other up?
I just love how he seems
They had to,
smiling.
in order to survive.
Well, it's a funny story,
Don't worry, Mom. I know all about cannibalism. I saw it on TV.
It was live footage.
It's okay. We saw it on the television.
Probably Cannibal Holocaust or something.
Has your luggage been brought in?
Right there.
Oh, fine.
I mean, how many months are they supposed to be there? Because that's a lot of luggage.
Have a quick look at your apartment.
From like the end of October to the beginning of May.
Fine. I better collect.
So like what?
First.
Oh,
Almost 6 months.
Yeah, but alright, I suppose.
In its heyday, it was one of the stopping places for the jet set, even before anybody knew what a jet set was.
What is a jet set?
Nobody knows.
Lots of movie stars,
Royalty?
all the best people.
Yeah, the best people, royalty.
Based on the fact of how much money they have, Well. Come play with us, Danny. I would probably go scream around, if I saw that as a small kid,
Goodbye, Mr. Ullman.
Goodbye, girls. And here are your quarters. Living room, bedroom, bathroom.
Cozy.
Yes, very cozy for a family. The site is supposed to be located on an Indian burial ground, and I believe they actually had to repel a few Indian attacks as they were building it.
There seems to be a lot of moments in Stephen King's work where it seems to refer to Indian burial sites, Now that I think about it. For example, there's in Pet Cemetery, There's also
Gold ballroom.
a huge plot point about the fact that they bury all the dead in their Indian burial site.
Doc, you called Danny Doc twice just now.
I did?
Yeah. We call him Doc sometimes, like in the Bugs Bunny cartoons. But how did you know that?
Well, I guess I probably heard you call him that.
Well, it's possible, but I honestly don't remember calling him that since we've been with you.
Well, anyway, he looks like a doc, doesn't he? Yeah. What's up, Doc? How'd you like some ice cream, Doc? Sociable. When I was a little boy, my grandmother and I could hold conversations entirely without ever opening our mouths. She called it shiny.
Good old shine.
Long time. I thought, but there are other folks, though mostly they don't know it or don't believe it.
He's surprised how common it actually is in Stephen King's work.
What about room 237?
Room 237?
What is in room 237?
Is it me, or was this scene also extended, you know?
I think maybe.
237. But you ain't got no business going in there anyway. So stay out. You understand? Stay out.
Don't even think about it.
Well, he stayed away from at least 1 month.
I wonder what type of tracking shot they had to use, you know, to follow him all around.
I think it's a Steadicam shot, you know.
Right.
I think this was one of the first movies that used Steadicam, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I made them just the way you like them, sunny side up. Well,
Yeah, it doesn't bother to brush in his teeth, you know.
Accidentally make a giant hole in it. Yeah, now you're gonna pay for the cost, right?
Yeah, before the internet, people got bored really easily, you know.
God, who's the crazy idiot that would build, you know, labyrinths like this, you know? I mean, I understand if it's like in a amusement park or anything like that, you know, but... Jeez. I wonder what is written, you know, in those little signs everywhere. Yeah.
You're lost. You're never getting out of this place.
Working extremely hard at that little novel of his, you know?
Yeah, I work the same way on my books.
That's always an awesome transition, you know? Almost like he's watching them, you know?
Look how big that thing is. And
Seriously.
somebody has to trim those hedges, you know.
My God. I hate to be that guy.
Hey, I found a shortcut through a hedge maze.
I wonder, is that like a map painting, you know, perhaps, mostly?
It's a composite shot, I think, you know. Miniature and, you know, real footage.
Right.
Tuesday. Oh no. Almost as bad as Monday, you know.
Oh God.
Weather forecast said it's gonna snow tonight.
What do you want me to do about it?
Uh-oh.
Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was.
Jeez.
Understand? You hear me typing.
God, he's such an ass.
Don't hear me typing. What the fuck you hear me doing in here? When I'm in here, that means that I am working. That means don't come in.
God, he's such an asshole.
And doesn't need any alcohol to be a mean, you know, drunk.
Now, get the fuck out of here.
Something tells you this is a very abusive relationship. Like the Sting, you know?
Nah, it's close to Friday, so no
Yeah,
Sting.
so, you know, it's a little bit better now. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I do kind of like this type of, you know, snowy, you know, environment, you know, with the heavy snow, you know? Of course, when you're inside, that is. Oh, God.
By the way, that's all fake snow. I think they used like some salt or something.
Right.
And that stuff like ate through their shoes and clothes. They had to change that a lot, you know?
God damn.
But our telephones don't seem to be doing too well. Are the lines down by any chance?
Most winters, they stay that way until spring.
Until spring, I mean, Jesus.
Boy, this storm is really something, isn't it?
How many times has it been going around with that?
Probably every day.
Hi.
Come and play with us, Daddy. Forever and ever and ever.
Jeez. That's an image that's gonna haunt you forever, you know, especially when you're a kid.
It's just like like pictures in a book, Danny. It isn't real.
Yeah, but soon it's gonna be real.
I hate Mondays. What are they watching?
Would you like some?
I don't know, I never seen that one. The phone lines are down, but somehow TV is still working.
You like this hotel?
I don't like this hotel, I love it.
I do. I wish we could stay here forever. Ever.
Maybe we will.
Dad,
Are you okay?
you would never hurt Mom or me, would you?
Oh boy.
Never do anything to hurt you. Never. Ever. You know that, don't you?
Yes, Dad.
Oh god. Through that. So whose idea was to make the floor, you know, with this design?
I think Kubrick saw it at some real hotel, you know. He had like people go around all the hotels in, you know, United States and take pictures, and he like chose the best ones and composite this like imaginary hotel, you know, the rooms and
right,
everything here.
Mom, are you in there?
The room you're not supposed to go into, Danny! Right, the boiler room. I almost forgot that that's kind of their thing, you know, they're supposed to watch over.
I think in a miniseries it had like bigger role, you know, the boiler was like dangerous and stuff, but
yeah. No, that's not the finished script.
I killed you with Danny.
Red flag.
I didn't just kill you. I cut you up into little pieces. Oh my God.
Come here now.
it's too late, you're snowed in.
Everything's gonna be all right. Danny.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
God, I don't even want to know what happened, you know?
You son of a bitch!
Said,
You did this to him!
what, huh?
Did you?
I don't think so.
How could you?
You know, this is why I think it should have been better, you know, if they left kind of the scene where she talked to the woman, to that doctor, you know? Because, especially when she talks about, you know, the history, you know, between when Jack, you know, kind of hidden his kid, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's in like next scene where he explains it anyway, you know.
Right.
So it's kind of pointless. Besides, we know that it wasn't Jack because Danny went into that room, you know.
But it would kind of explain why Shelley would, you know, I mean, she would, you know, suspect him immediately, you know. You know, liquor.
Goddamn soul. Just a glass of beer.
Is that a deal?
It is now.
A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Real comedian you are.
Yes, it is, Mr. Torrance.
You're not too busy, are you?
No, sir. I'm not busy at all.
White man's burden, Lloyd.
Oops.
Say, Lloyd, it seems I'm temporarily late. How's my credit in this joint, anyway?
Your credit's fine, Mr. Torrance.
Here's to 5 miserable months on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it's caused me.
Let's drink to that.
Just a little problem with the old sperm bank upstairs. Nothing I can't handle, though, Lloyd. Thanks.
Women. Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
Okay, buddy, take it easy.
I love the little son of a bitch. I'd do anything for him.
Nobody's gonna hear you anyway.
Yeah, okay.
I did hurt him once, okay? It was an accident. A little fucker had thrown all my papers all over the floor. All I tried to do was... You extra foot-pounds of energy per second.
Like, whoa!
Thank God you're here.
Imagine if Lloyd was still there.
Who are
There's
you?
someone else in the hotel with us. There's a crazy woman in one of the rooms. She tried to strangle Danny.
You're out of your damn mind.
You out of your fucking mind?
The door was open and he saw this crazy woman in the bathtub. She tried to strangle him.
Which
He
one?
looks drunk, you know.
With imaginary, bourbon.
The Central and Rocky Mountain states are buried in...
This guy has style, man. Uh-oh. The Shining is coming. If this is what it feels to have The Shining, then man, no thanks, dude.
He knew about what is going on in room 237 and still left the family there. Never bothered to warn them. It's all his fault.
Jeez.
Imagine if Wendy just walks in. Wendy, this lady's gonna stay with us for a while now. You can see by the wrinkles in her face, that's the old one.
Whoa! Nah, man! Her flesh is rotten! Ooh.
Honey, you got real ugly,
Come, my pretty!
Did you find anything?
No, nothing at all.
You're just...
I didn't see one goddamn thing.
Uh-oh,
Whatever the explanation.
he's hearing everything.
You mean just leave the hotel?
What, are you crazy?
Wendy, I have let you fuck up my life so far, but I am not gonna let you fuck this up.
Good God.
Real happy marriage there.
Yeah. I'm not the problem. Everybody's the problem. Damn. What did I miss?
As a caretaker, you have to clean all that shit up.
If only they had Stephen King actually the conductor there.
Well, this part is more tame one compared to the miniseries, where things get a little wild,
I'm so sorry, sir.
You did that on purpose.
Looks as though you might have got a spot of it on yourself there, Jeevesy, old boy.
Well, that doesn't matter, sir. You're the important one.
Awfully nice of you to say. Delbert Grady.
That's right, sir.
Now, I might be crazy, but weren't you that guy who killed your family?
You, married man, are you, Mr. Grady?
Yes, sir. I have a wife and 2 daughters, sir.
2 daughters, you say?
Where are they now?
They're somewhere around. I'm not quite sure at the moment, sir.
Mr. Grady, you were the caretaker here. I saw your picture in the newspapers. You, chopped your wife and daughter up into little bits. And, then you blew your brains out.
Well, how is that possible?
That's strange, sir. I don't have any recollection of that at all.
Especially the last part.
My girls, sir, they didn't care for the Overlook at first. One of them actually stole a pack of matches and tried to burn it down. But I corrected them, sir.
With an axe.
And when my wife tried to prevent me from doing my duty, I corrected her.
Now he remembers what happened to him. It's a great idea.
Sounds like a doll, you know, just sitting there. Red Rob.
Imagine that as your alarm clock.
And he's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
Oh. Tony. I think it's time for me to correct the radio.
I wonder why didn't he just call back and said everything okay, no trouble here. Instead he had to break it.
No, you know, he has to make sure that his wife doesn't get the chance to call it anyone, you know?
Yeah, but he could have, you know, called first and said everything is okay, you know, and then break it, you know.
I don't think he's in the right mind right now, you know? Well, looks like there's only one answer. To go there by myself.
What's the big deal about getting up there today, especially in this kind of weather?
We got a very serious problem with the people who are taking care of the place. They turned out to be completely unreliable assholes. Someone phoned me last night.
Including
I'm
the
supposed
kid.
to go up there and find out if they have to be replaced.
I think those are like new scenes. I don't remember those, in, you know, in the...
Yeah, me neither, you know. Mimi. Mimi. I know this is supposed to be a emotional scene, but I'm a little bit distracted by the Roadrunner, you know.
I think there's a new scene too where Danny's like possessed in both of these. I don't remember any of those.
Yeah. I just love the fact that she also has to prepare herself to kind of take, you know, the baseball, you know, the baseball bat with her, you know, just in case, you know.
I have to talk to my husband now. Grabs the baseball bat.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. No TV, no...
No beer. And all play and no work makes you a mere toy.
Jesus, is this what he's been writing this entire, you know, month? Entire time we've been in here? Oh God.
Books are about like 1,000 pages.
Clearly his mind is pretty empty, you know.
And somebody had to actually type that up, you know.
Yeah, just to make sure, you know, that a little bit of variety, you know. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. No!
How do you like it?
Sure, it's a bit experimental, but you know, I'm sure people appreciate it over time.
Stay away from me. Please.
God.
Don't hurt me.
Yep.
It's gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy,
Stay away.
darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Jeez.
I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
Stay away from me.
I mean, you know, that's the opposite of hurting you.
Hurt you. Give me the bat.
Please.
Give me the bat. Wendy. Give me the bat. Give me the bat.
Oh shit, it hurts! I think he has some brain damage.
I think nobody gonna notice.
She definitely should have left him inside the fridge, you know? He would have froze there already. Come on!
What are you doing?
Hi.
Enjoy your new home.
Let me out of here and I'll forget the whole goddamn thing. It'll be just like nothing ever happened.
Uh-huh.
You've got a big surprise coming to you.
Oh, God.
You're not going anywhere. Go check out the snowcat in the radio and you'll see what I mean. Go check it out.
Ish. You know, I kind of feel bad for Shelley Duvall, you know, that after this film, her career kind of ended up going just downturn, you know, considering.
She actually got like Razzie nomination for being the worst actress, you know.
Yeah, that also didn't help at all.
Yeah, people really didn't like this movie when it came out.
But then again, people also hated, you know, The Thing when it was released, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
People just didn't know what they liked back then.
Delbert Grady.
Ugh. Eating some Oreos with butter. Peanut butter. Ugh.
I see you can hardly have taken care of the business we discussed.
You are a failure as a husband.
As a caretaker.
You need to rub it in, Mr. Grady.
The real question is, was it actually the ghost when you stood up there?
Well, who else?
True.
Well, if a ghost can open the door, and maybe Jack should have said, you know what, fuck you and your insults, you do it yourselves. I'm gonna sit here and eat my Oreos, and that's it.
Seriously, Tony is such a creepy imaginary friend, man. That's not the way how you spell D.
Well, he was homeschooled by Jack, so...
Now she... Shut up! That's what it was.
Wendy, I'm home.
Honestly, I don't think Shelley Duvall is a bad actress because I definitely feel her. I definitely feel her pain, man. You know, she just.
Well, I think a lot of people were annoyed with her character. You know, that's the problem.
Well, they're dum-dums.
Little pigs, let me
Come in.
Not by the hair on your chin. Then I'll huff.
And I'll huff. And I'll blow your house in. Just stop it, man.
Here's Johnny.
I forgot, what is that supposed to reference for?
The Tonight Show.
The what?
Tonight Show.
Ah, right. Here's Johnny. That's not right. I thought I broke, the snow problem, or what do you call it?
Maybe the ghosts are having fun with it.
Oh, Danny. Should have gone and warned him. Now, if I'm correct, did this character actually survive in the original novel?
Yes. And in a miniseries too.
Right.
Because in the miniseries he didn't use the axe, he had like a mallet.
Right. Forgot about that. The least threatening, weapon of choice, Compared to an axe, it's a little less effective,
Yeah, but in the miniseries he beats up Wendy with that mallet pretty badly, so...
Okay.
Hello? Use your shining powers.
I guess they're only effective, with it in certain moments only,
Mm.
I don't even know what the shot even does, except read other people's minds or seeing, some weird visions,
Mm.
Oh!
all that build up and...
Daddy, hear that? Run, 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 run! I had to say that furries were only a new invention, huh? Furries always existed. My question is, how the hell did he manage to give a blowjob with that mask?
Well, some things are better left unanswered. You know?
Oh. I don't know why, I always found that the atmosphere of this kind of cool, honestly, you know? Maybe it's the lighting, you know? Would you like a scotch?
Great party, isn't it?
So this must not be the European version. It's a great party.
Kind of a slow party, you know.
Looks like Danny is a clever boy. Now we get the infamous scene. That's a lot of cranberry juice.
Apparently a lot of people died in this hotel, you know.
He disappeared. Was he there? Or was he never dead to begin with?
Maybe a hotel got him.
Ah, you took the wrong route. Get it too cold for you?
You have the axe just hacked through the, you know, hedges.
I'm sure they're way thicker than they look. You know?
No help from the ghosts.
Now, was this photo actually taken, or was he photoshopped there somehow?
I think he's photoshopped, but the rest of it is like, you know, original.
Right. 1921, huh?
So, what did you think of that?
It was awesome, as always, you know. The Shining, once again, a truly misunderstood, you know, classic for its time. But, you know, overall, you know, it's awesome, you know. Although, which version which I prefer, you know, I mean, overall, I think the European version works, you know, as well as it is, you know.
Yeah, I think all those extra scenes are like unnecessary. Right. Originally, the ending was even more extended with the Windy at the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that like the Stuart Ullman, you know, the guy who hired Jack, he was there too. And in the end, he gives the tennis ball to Danny, implying that he knows all about what's going on in the hotel.
The heck?
Yeah, but apparently after a couple of weeks of when the movie was released, Kubrick ordered all the projectionists to cut that scene out. And then when the movie got released in Europe, he edited even more scenes out. Like, but this version is okay too. I think I prefer the European version too, but it's still a good movie. I like it.
Yeah.
I would give this like 4.5 stars.
All right. I think I'll go the extra mile and give it a 5 stars. You know. Kind of makes you look a little dumber compared to that.
Yeah, right.